Say switching into Venomoth met with Malamar. They do triple resist confusion, but did they get the memo about the season 12 update? Silverwind coming through and absolutely get wrecked. Malamar is straight in and straight out. So welcome back to the home of Shadow Pokemon. My god, do we have a spicy battle submission today. We have a triple shadow, triple shiny team showcase from No Bonfire Ahead, whose in-game name I cannot pronounce, but he's very kindly said I can refer to him as Law. Law has been featured on the channel numerous times before. He's got some incredible gameplay, always comes up with some incredible team comps, and today he is showcasing the buffed Pokemon that everybody's forgotten about, Shadow Venomoth. Silverwind got buffed this season. It now does 60 damage for 45 energy, so effectively it's the same as Lunge, however it has a 10% chance to boost your attack and defense by one stage, much like Ominous Wind. So without any further ado, let's get into the battles. And in game 1, we see another buff Pokemon, Galarian Weezing in the lead. Our Charizard is single moved on a Dragon moveset. We say switch into Venomoth, and here comes Malamar. Did Malamar get the memo about the Silverwind update? We go straight for it, no baits on this channel, and Malamar is straight in and straight out, vanquishing it back to its Pokeball. They now come in with Scrafty. Scrafty is single resisting confusion due to the dark fighting typing. However, Venomoth goes for the poison fang. These confusions are now chunking, and Venomoth is absolutely running through this opponent's team. They go for the foul play. Down goes Venomoth. We come in with Charizard. We've got the Dragon Claw locked and loaded. Dragon Claw draws a shield from the opponent. They now switch back out into Weezing. We bank the charge move. Once again, stay in school, kids. Learn to count. Law's counting immaculate. We catch the sludge on our mawile, and these fire fangs are now ripping through this Galarian Weezing. We've still got 2 protect shields, so Law correctly shields up the harder hitting play rough. Mawile does resist absolutely everything, but it is made of paper. We go for the power up punch, looking to ramp up Mawile's already high attack. We are not going to shield the next move. It's just the sludge. Sludge does land back out. Comes Scrafty. Can we make the power up punch? We cannot. Scrafty actually goes for the acid spray. So it's an acid spray. Foul play. Scrafty, very interesting moveset. We look to Dragon Breath down. We can't do it, but Mawile with some HP. Fire Fangs down Scrafty, and that's all she wrote. GG's, and thanks for playing. And Law is off to a very impressive 1-0 start, as the opponent still had 1 Protect Shield remaining. Law very smartly realised he needed to go for the fast move beatdown, and of course Triple Shadows obliged and got the job done. Heading into battle number 2, we lead Shadow Charizard into Defense Deoxys. We do resist counter, however Thunderbolt and Rock Slide would pretty much one-shot Charizard made of absolute paper. The opponent throws really early. They look like they're going for a Psycho Boost and dip. They now dip out into Walrein. Law builds up to what would be a Blast Burn. We don't have it, but we still bait it. The opponent obliged with a shield. We now come in to Mawile. This Walrus is absolutely loaded. Law's huge Gahonas look like they are calling the Icicle Sphere bait, and there is no baiting. We are straight in and straight out. An absolute reverse of what happened in game 1. We now come in to Venomoth, looking to get ahead on energy. Venomoth, once again, not the bulkiest. We are going to shield up the Icicle Sphere. Look to go for the confusion farm down. We have no protect shields remaining. The opponent has 1 back out. Comes Deoxys. Are they going to respect the Silverwind? They do not, and holy smokes, that does a lot of damage to the bulky Deoxys. The opponent on very minimal HP goes for the Psycho Boost. Down goes Venomoth. It's Charizard versus the world, and it is Swampert in the back, and this is going to be a good game. GG's to that opponent. As you can see there, Swampert in the back really isn't something that we are looking to see, as we are ABA weak to Swampert. Well, in fairness, the whole team's pretty weak to Swampert, but we are running ABA Fire. Getting in to battle number 3, we lead Shadow Charizard into Talonflame. It's the battle of the flying fire types. This is another matchup that we really need to win, because not only are we ABA Fire, we're also ABB weak to fire. We go straight for the Dragon Claw. Talonflame respects it with a shield. This is probably just a flame charge. However, Charizard really can't afford to take any risks. We go straight for Dragon Claw. Number 2, does Talonflame want to commit its final shield? Yes, they do. I'd imagine that Law is going to commit his final Protect Shield, which he does, and look to go for the Dragon Breath farm down. The opponent switches out into Metachan. This is just a power-up punch. That will not be enough to knock out Charizard. We bank the Dragon Claw, come in to Venomoth. Confusion only neutral, but holy smokes, it is absolutely chunking we make the Silver Wind. Silver Wind is enough to vanquish Metachan. Back to its Pokeball in the back. They have Trevenant. Venomoth still not done go straight for the Poison Fang, and the opponent is in a real mess. They need to go for a Shadow Ball to take us out. Venomoth on very low HP is going to survive the Seed Bomb, and the opponent realises they're a noob. They've only got Talonflame left. We have the Dragon Claw locked and loaded, and mawile is going to have a nice rest on the bench. GG's and thanks for playing. Shadow Venomoth ranked very low on PV Poke, but you can see there, two meta top dogs in Metachan and Trevenant had absolutely no answers for the power of the mighty Moth. Moving on to the next battle. We lead our shiny Shadow Charizard into a Venusaur. You absolutely love to see it. We are triple strong to Venusaur. The opponent switches out into something that I can't particularly see because Charizard is enormous. It's a Galarian Stunfisk, and we answer with mawile. Lord deploys his first Protect Shield on what could be an Earthquake, and the opponent baits us with a Rock Slide. You absolutely hate to see it. We return fire with the Power Up Punch. Power Up Punch goes unshielded. The opponent is at another Earthquake. We are going to commit our final Protect Shield. mawile now commits to the Fire Fang farm down. Surely they don't return. With Venusaur, and holy smokes, back out comes the little green plant, and this plant is about to get roasted. They shield up. The Power Up Punch, Lord's counting once again immaculate. We come in to Venomoth. The Confusion does go through. We resist everything. Confusion takes care of Venusaur, and all they have left is a Frostlass. Mr. Opponent, you really should respect fire because you are triple weak and we are running double fire, and you, my friend, are about to get absolutely fucked. The opponent did shield up the resisted Poison Fang in an act of desperation, but there really isn't much the opponent can do. We bring back in the mawile, force the opponent to dump some energy. Avalanche takes us out. We have the Dragon Claw locked and loaded, and that is going to be all she wrote. GG's and thanks for playing. GBL always has a funny way of showing you what you are weak to. Mr. Opponent, triple weak to fire. Probably not the best team building you've ever come up with. Back to the drawing board with that one. Moving on to the last battle. We're 3-1 in the set. Can we clutch up the 4-1? We see Shadow Charizard into Altaria. This is pretty much where you want to see it. Dragon Breath is hitting for super effective. We're only taking neutral, but if you look at our HP, we're actually lower than Altaria. We switch out into mawile, looking to catch the Sky Attack. We do not catch, however the opponent answers with Sableye. They go straight for the resisted Foul Play. That does knock out. The opponent is already down one shield. We go straight for the Iron Head, and Iron Head is enough to take care of Sableye. So we've got a 2-to-1 shield advantage and switch advantage. Things are looking promising. The opponent comes in to Swampert, and this now is somewhat of an issue for us. Swampert manages to get a nice mud shot farm down. We come in to the Moth. Confusion is chunking. We are going to deploy our first Protect Shield. We shield up the Hydro Cannon. We go straight for the Poison Fang. Poison Fang is resisted, but will lower Swampert's defense. They actually commit the shield. We are electing to put it all on Charizard. We tank the Hydro Cannon. We survive with 1 HP and a Dream Switch out into Charizard. The opponent is going to elect to throw a charge move. We shield up the Sky Attack. Can we commit to the Dragon Breath farm down? Yes, we can. We've got the Dragon Claw locked and loaded, but is Dragon Claw going to be enough to knock out Swampert? We get some lag. Come on, Charizard. The game finally stops lagging. It doesn't knock out, but we do manage to Dragon Breath, farm it down while resisting Mud Shot, and that is a good game. GG's to that opponent. So you can see there, Law goes 4-1 with one of the spiciest teams I have ever seen, and he actually gets a legendary encounter from GBL, which again is pretty amazing because I've managed to get 0 this season. So a huge thank you to Law for the battle submission. You can see he is now back up to around 2500 ELO. I really hope he makes legend because his counting and gameplay and team compositions are always fun, and he's a very talented battler. So if you like your battles featured on the channel, go check out my community tab where you can find my email address. All you've got to do is upload your battles to Google Drive, share them with myself, and I'll do my best to get them featured. So if you're new and enjoying the content, please consider subscribing. And I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.